catch him on that top side over. See if they can get something else started here. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-5. Ninja, Zonix, and Kerrigan here for Mousesports. As right now, it looks like they've got Deagled up. Of course, Kerrigan's got an AK, picks up 2 right there inside of that mid-ramp. As they're going to go ahead and continue trying to push in towards that bomb site. Now going to be down to a 2-on-2. Kerrigan just dominating so far. He had a really horrible KDR getting into this game whenever I hopped on. But now he's sitting at 13-13 overall.
Yeah, he's been the only person in Mouse putting in any work so far in this match. Had that 4 headshot round when they won a round earlier, and if they do win this round, it's definitely mostly thanks to him.
As right now, Kerrigan's underneath the balcony. Coming in from backside, Zonix, of course, not taking this entirely serious as he tried to come in with a knife, but Kerrigan answers back quickly, now going to be down to a 1-on-1. And it seems as he knows where he's at, and Crystal comes out on top, taking down Kerrigan. 13-2 is going to be your first half score here in favor of Lions.
Yep.
So, I mean, you're going back to the fact of saying that just it's the way that the tournament's laid out, that both of these teams are just kind of playing it because, well, you know, they have to, but in the end, they either one of these teams just wants to lose just because of the bracket.
Yeah, I mean, that's a problem with tournaments announcing how the brackets are going to be formed already before the tournament begins, because that allows teams to kind of mess with it and try to lose on purpose. Because if they didn't know where they were going to be placed in the bracket, obviously no one would be doing that, and you would get a lot more competitive matches. If Mouse didn't know who they were going to play, I mean, they would know they would play a first place team, not a second place team if they play second. But if they at least didn't know how the brackets would look, they would be taking it seriously. And I mean, it is in every tournament's rules that you can't throw a match on purpose, blah blah blah. But like at the same time, like, what are you gonna, like, you're never gonna be, you're never gonna go up to a team and just say, like, you weren't trying here, you missed that shot. Like, you just say, okay, well, I suck then, my bad. You know, like,
exactly.
There's unless you literally, like, see them talking about it or like getting on video, they're like, all right guys, we just lost that match on purpose. Like, you're never going to be able to prove it.
I mean, it's a tough thing to get around, but I mean, it's all about, you know, we're competitors, and we're going to figure out the best way to get the goal that we need. And, you know, some of us, you know, our goals are to win every single match and prove ourselves that we're the best. But in the end, you know, if you win all of them and then you lose your last one, you're not going to be remembered for the fact that you busted your tail and won all your games. You're going to be remembered because you won it all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I gave you both outputs. You know, one, you know, as broadcasters, as you know, fans of the game overall, we want to see a good competitive match throughout for every single match that comes out there. But in the end of the day, it just doesn't work out that way. But that's going to go ahead and kick us off here into the second half. 13-2 again was your score here in favor of Mousesports. Already, you've got 2 down, or make that 3 down now, as it's going to be left up to Crystal and Nico here, down to a 2-on-3 here against Mousesports, pushing over here inside of that B-bomb site.
Furtake clearly not happy about Mousesports, making a couple new comments while Ninja finishes the roundup.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, one of the things that you have to consider is how things are, you know, how they're playing. I mean, in your eyes right now, would you say that Mousesports is just kind of throwing this one away?
Yeah, I think they're definitely throwing the match. And the thing is, like, you know, if you want to lose a match, so you could just lose the close rounds. You know, like, you could just accidentally have, like, not calm. Like, you could just run out one at a time. But these guys are like, I mean, they're gonna lose this match with a huge score unless they just get a lot of rounds down before losing. Like, they could have easily kept the game close and at least, like, made it seem like they weren't trying to throw it. Like, if anybody watches this, I feel like anybody would agree, like, who knows competitive CS, that they probably weren't trying. But, like, I'm sure a lot of other teams have lost over the years on purpose. But, well, like, they do it in a fashion that it's hard to tell.
Exactly. No, and complete agreement. But one of the things that I had mentioned is Kerrigan, the only person that was really trying on Mousesports' side, he was way negative. I think he was at a 0.5 over on his KDR, and then all of a sudden he's the only one that was actually making shots. And the correction there, it's 13-2 in favor of Lions, not Mousesports, and that's the team that we're talking about currently, whether or not they're throwing this game or not. But right now, the score overall, 13-4 in favor of Lions, is right now. It looks as if Lions, they have been able to buy AKs. They were able to get I believe they got the bomb planted in one of the previous rounds. But right now, again, it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. Crystal and Threat. Crystal going to get a nice shot there into Roman. Now down to a 2-on-2. As now it's going to be left up to Zonix here from Mousesports. He's wrapping back around through that CT spawn. Spots one, picks him up. Now it's going to be down to a 1-on-1 here inside of this A bomb site. Right now, 7 HP here for Threat. He's still going to try to challenge this battle here, challenge this gunfight. As right now, he's got 40 seconds left here in the round. And Threat's wrapping back around. They've got the same idea overall, as Zonix has just set up shop there inside of that CT spawn, watching over there towards that A bomb site. And Threat comes back around, even though he had 7 HP, and picks up the round. Score now 13-4 overall in favor of Lions. That was a nice job by Threat there in that latter part of the round, just kind of wrapping back around through that, going back to mid, back to the that mid window, and just pushing through that vent area and just making things happen. And of course, there was a huge commitment watching there towards that spawn, almost allowing him. I mean, at that point, you know that he would have been timid and starting to check his 6, but he didn't there. But already kicking things off. It's going to be 2 quick kills coming in here for Lion. Great entry kills, but Kerrigan, he carries over from that second half, picking up 2 so far. Now down to a 1-on-3. That's going to leave it up to Gabi. Gabi's getting spammed down there by Znil all the way through the wall, picking up another round, as now the score is going to be 14-4. 10-round lead here in favor of Lions. As right now, already off the start, we've got some gunfire happening over there towards that A ramp. Quick pick there by Fire. Nico going to pick up 1 so far. 2 coming in here for Fire with that AK. As it looks like that A bomb site's completely clear. As
I guess my mumble died.
There we go. As we got Lurpus back on board, but this one already seems to be in the books, as it's going to be down to a 4-on-1. Already has. I checked that back. It's one of the members dropped. And so that round is going to go into the books. Now we're at game point, unless I did my math all wrong. I think I'm all
already,
off.
Yep,
yeah,
1-0 and
yeah, 13-2 at the first half. That's right. So that's going to be it. That's going to do it. And Lions going to pick that one up 16-4 overall.
Yeah, and that was a disappointing game to watch, obviously. Stayed up late just to watch, and then you get a game like that. Wasn't very entertaining game, that's for sure. I guess that probably is the best way to go for Mouse, but the way that they're playing it, I think a lot of people are also going to lose some of the respect for them, because they really did make it so obvious. And I actually, in a way, I kind of do like the fact that Lions made a couple comments about it, so even the people who might not realize it otherwise probably get that point.
Right.
Because that's at least going to make Mouse look a little worse for doing it.
Definitely, I mean, it proves the fact that we were actually noticing something going on. It wasn't just on our side of the board there. But don't forget to subscribe to justin.tv/winoutnet. To get updates when our casts go live for DreamHack 2011, as well as Winout TV will cover all major tournaments. Be sure to stay tuned, as well as be sure to check out winout.net, your resource for pro team playbooks, pro player commentary, strat analysis, highlights, frag movies, and much, much more. Only $4.95 a month to upgrade to Winout Pro. And of course, I know you've been out there with Winout, helping things out and giving you some of your insight as well. Yep,
I have, and for the quarterfinals, They're gonna start in exactly 8 hours and 10 minutes if they do start on schedule. So we'll be back with the stream probably about 5 to 10 minutes before the matches go live. I think the match we're gonna cast in the morning, well, morning my time, I guess the evening for North Americans, is definitely gonna be SK.
And right there, we lost Lurpus again. I think it's the fact that he didn't know what the North American time was going to be, so I cut him off. Now we'll get him back in here and get everything underway. Of course, for me, I'm fully unprepared in a sense of what's going on exactly. The tournament bracket, the tournament layout. I hopped down, so as I look at it, that is going to be our last match for tonight, and our next one will be tomorrow morning, and that's going to be 8 hours from now. And so you definitely check back here on the website, JustinTV/WinOutNet, and make sure you tell your friends and get prepared. Again, if you don't have anything going on during the weekends, I highly recommend checking this out, especially this event. I mean, you get the opportunity to see the top play at the best level possible, and get to actually get an idea of how to play the game the way that the pros do. And I, through all my experiences through watching some Counter-Strike matches, I may not be the best shot. I may not be able to make the flick shots like some of these pros can, but my intelligence watching these pro gamers, I've really learned a lot. And especially you can find stuff like that listening to strat analysis and some pro player commentaries, how they break down the game, how they view the game, and you even get to hear how they make their own call-outs in the game as well. So again, tune in tomorrow, 8 hours from now. You'll be able to check out the DreamHack event, the DreamHack 2011 that's going on there with MSI, and you can get completely up to date here from WinOut TV.
This is Ron Rambo Ken showing you how to.
I see one of my teammates spotting.
Keeping this in mind, I now smoke off the bomb tree.
Alex Van Silly win from WinOut.net with another play.
This is Todd Anger Williams from Team Dynamic, and any player that upgrades to WinOut Pro is guaranteed to see improvement in their gameplay.
This is Tommy Lurpis Kavanen from Power Gaming. I've been traveling to tournaments all over the world for years now, and the best way to keep up with the latest strats and player trends is by watching WinOut playbooks and